Look at those rafters. Hello and welcome to our Scottish Croft House. If you're new here, we made an offer on this little croft house on our honeymoon in Scotland almost a year ago, and we've just returned from Australia to start work. It's a really exciting time for us, and we thought this was a perfect opportunity to show you through and give you an idea of exactly what we're dealing with before the real work begins.
Welcome to our Scottish Croft House.
Alrighty, let's go and have a look. So I don't know if you can actually see very well. It's quite dark in here, but we have been dealing with about 500 millimeters of rotting manure from the cattle that have been sheltering in here. And we don't know how many years they've been in here, but if you can see here, and this is a low spot. We were literally dealing with depths of almost 600 millimeters, and unfortunately, because of where we are, it's very rural here. We've really struggled to get any sort of machinery that would get in and fit through these doors. So we've been doing it all by hand. We were joined on day one by our lovely friends Mark and Amanda, all the way from Australia, who were holidaying here, so that was amazing. And since then, Clancy and I have just been working with a shovel and a wheelbarrow, and we've uncovered this amazing slate Caithness flag floor, which still needs a bit of a clean up, but we were just so happy to uncover that. We are standing on this beautiful slate floor, a little bit dirty still, but we have removed about half the manure in the last 3 days. And originally we just thought this was like a very low ceiling and like this cute little petite fireplace, but since removing about half a meter worth of manure, we've actually uncovered the fact that we've got some really nice height in here, and we've also got these beautiful fireplaces. We even had a little fire the first day we were here just to christen the fireplace, and it really felt very special. Yeah, it does look cute, doesn't it? One of the things that absolutely blew us away when we first came to look at the space was the view. And these windows that are sitting here are actually prop windows. So when we first came, there were no windows or doors in the space at all. And we recently had a movie book the space, and they set up these prop windows. And because we weren't here, we were all the way in Australia at the time, we asked if they would just leave them in so we could see them when we came back. And it was really nice just arriving and like seeing the windows and the doors in, even though they're, you know, they're only prop windows, they're nothing solid or temporary, and they're certainly not going to keep the weather out or anything long term. It was a lovely thing to just see it like that and imagine what could be in the future. But this is our favorite spot at the moment. We've been sitting here having lunch each day and having a little rest in between all of the hard work of getting all that manure out. And we've also got like a little bit of a treasure trove that's been here as well, which we found some like very thick pieces of glass, and we're thinking that maybe that was part of the windows originally. We've found a few other like shotgun pallets and cases as well. So yeah, we're hoping to find a little bit more treasure. The biggest treasure we've found so far has by far been the floors. We had no idea what was going to be down there, and to uncover such beautiful floors has been really very exciting. That view. I'm currently standing on about the halfway mark of where we've actually removed the manure, and I don't know if you can see that, but it is like quite a difference, quite a step. Like I can fully touch these beams here, whereas down here I'm like nowhere near it. So it's been yeah, just absolutely amazing and a crazy thing to sort of discover, I guess, just how big the space feels now and how nice it will be once it's obviously all clean as well. So that's been a really exciting thing to uncover, and there's still a lot to do. We've just been putting it all outside into the garden. It's going to be the most amazing organic matter, and I keep saying that people will travel from far and wide to come and see the garden here because of how good all that amazing compost is going to be. I don't know if you can see this here, but we actually have 2 stories, which is really cool. When we first came to see it, it was something that really grabbed our attention, was that it wasn't just a single storied croft house, and we actually have 2 stories. So it's still very early days, but it's just so nice that we're going to have all of that extra space. And we've got 3 windows upstairs, and also another couple of fireplaces too. So that's going to be really lovely to see how that sort of comes to life, that space up there as well. On this half of the croft house, I think you can see there's like a little bit, there's remnants here of what was here. So there was multiple rooms. We've actually had our neighbours down, and they've sort of shown us where the rooms would have been divided, and you can see that with the timber here as well. But there was also a set of stairs, and we think we've worked out where the stairs went. We think they came up the centre here. We've got a fair few rotten joists and floorboards, and of course the roof as well. We're still working through actually the game plan for all of that, and our plan really at this point for this trip is just to get everything semi-weatherproof for the next winter before the real work can start. We've had an absolutely huge learning curve with just having to work out where you buy everything, how long it takes to get here, all of that. One thing that's been really tricky about this trip that we've noticed is that our postcode is the same as the Orkney Islands, even though we're actually on the mainland of Scotland. So we'll order something and it'll just automatically get cancelled, them thinking we're out on the islands and not wanting to deliver to us. So that's been a huge challenge as well. So we've been really blessed with our neighbours. They're actually putting us up and looking after us like we're family, and they've really been steering us in the right direction of like where to go and buy everything. And you know, they know everyone here too, so it's been really wonderful. And yeah, that has made things a lot easier as well. So I'm currently standing next to the fireplace that would have been the kitchen, and you can see here we've got like sort of a built-in cupboard. Clancy's been keeping his beers in the cupboard. So this is where they would have cooked back in the day. And I'm looking forward to maybe an Argo or a Rayburn going in here. I absolutely love cooking, so I can sort of picture us being here when it's all wet and windy, and because we're right on the coast, it's very rugged here and beautiful, and it'll just be so nice. I can, you know, a roast in the oven, and you know, the fire going, and just sitting down having a restful day, maybe with a book or yeah, something nice going on the stove. So one of the most intriguing things for us, and I guess what drew us to this property, was the history. We just absolutely love old things and old buildings, and we were so excited when we found out that this actually overlooks where Gunn Castle once stood. So if you don't know, I am a Gunn, and it was just so exciting to have that tie to the Gunn clan so close to this Scottish Croft, and it really felt like it was meant to be, and I guess it sort of spurred us on in the purchase. In terms of who lived here, we really don't know. We don't know who lived here. We've been looking through some records and trying to dig through that and get to the bottom of like who lived here and what happened. We really don't know if this was a part of the clearances or what happened. As far as we can tell, we think there were people living here up until the 1950s. There was power connected at that point, but there's currently no power or water. So we've got a long journey, and we really don't know if we're going to just perhaps keep it off grid, or if we are going to go down the track of maybe getting it connected to water and power. We do have water and power quite close by, so it's not an absolute no-go, but it's just obviously going to have its challenges as well. We're just really excited to find out more about the history of the place and who lived here and what their lives were like. and I'm sure I'll over romanticize it at every point that I can. But yeah, it'd just be wonderful to dig in and know a bit more about this place.
So she's got a few holes in the roof, a few rotten joists, a few rotten floorboards.
A few more than I remember from our first trip.
She's got fake windows in at the moment.
Yeah.
She's got a few holes through the wall, there's little peepholes. But on a whole, I think she's pretty solid. Couple more rafters in, a visit from the stonemason, and I think we'll be up and running. We'll be sleeping here before you know it.
Hopefully, that's the plan. We would love to try and get in as soon as possible. I think that we will probably be camping or, semi-camping on our next trip, hopefully. If we can maybe get some water down here and get a tent in here, I think, and yeah, stay on site would just be so good.